Hey, what's going on, everybody? Dragonkeep here. Welcome to part 6 of What If Deku Was a Ninja. So, let's get back into it. Now, we left off with Izuku getting kidnapped by the League of Villains. And of course, the League of Villains then escape the summer camp with Izuku. And as everyone gets to the hospital, they soon find out that Izuku has been kidnapped. And Izuku basically... Well, back with Izuku, he's tied up. He's chained up to the point where he can't use his powers. Shigaraki asks Izuku to join them, but Izuku refuses, saying, "I refuse to work with such people like you. Back in my day, people who were evil, like that stinking samurai, would be punished by my hand. And today will be no different." And Mr. Compress says, "That's a lot of talk coming from you." Izuku then said, You look like one of the samurais that I took down. Could you possibly be related to one of them?" But anyways, back to the hospital. Kirishima plots a way to get Izuku back. And of course, Denki Momo, Todoroki, and Kirishima, along with Ida, go over to basically save Izuku. And soon enough, Izuku is then let free. Bad move. As Izuku then quickly takes care of every single League of Villains member, knocking them out. Izuku then starts to walk out the door to see all my ready to knock on the door. And sure enough, Izuku has group with all the League of Villain members have been teleported to where the rescue group is now. So they go and rescue Izuku, and the fight with All Might and All For One went like it did in canon, but luckily All Might handed it to Mirio before. Well, let's say Izuku. Yeah, Izuku has one for all. So anyway, luckily All Might handed one for all to Izuku, just in case. And sure enough, he goes into early retirement. As everyone gets ready for the professional licenses, as everyone in Class 1A except for Bakugo and Todoroki get their professional licenses. And sure enough, one night, the night after the whole, professional license exam, they basically said, anyways, skip what I just said. The nights after the professional license exam, Izuku and Denki are out as Izuku says, okay, Denki, you're almost done. But there's one more thing you need to know. You need to know before you can truly become my successor. How to use your own energy. How to use your own energy in battle. Just like I do. Only instead of my green energy, I can already sense that you have yellow energy. So it's going to be a little more difficult for you. Anyways, let's begin. All you have to do is have a clear mind. Focus on what you're making. Breathe in, then out, and then craft what you want. Like this. He then does what he said as he makes the giant bow and arrow. Izuku then continues saying, you can also If you so choose to, you could also bend what you have created to make something else. As Izuku puts his hands on the bow as it turns into giant green swords. And of course, being able to fill your whole body, to fill parts of your body with your energy. As he shows his hand full of his green energy. Izuku then continues, you can also be able, you're also able to make other things fill with your energy as well. Although this comes at a price. If you go too far, if you go past your limits, you'll go into energy mode. And when that day comes, there's no going back. Cause once you're done with what you need to get done, you will die. And sure enough, Izuku trains Stenki on how to use his own energy to fight villains. And we get to where everyone, to that big table thing with Night Eye and the rest of the pro heroes. And in this timeline, Denki has decided to work with Rocklock, seeing that it might come to good use. And sure enough, we get to Overhaul versus Izuku. And sure enough, Overhaul gets to his final form. Izuku gets Eri out of the way of the battlefield. And he looks at Overhaul and says to himself, there's only one way to way to end this guy. Safe travels, Denki. Remember your training. As he lets go and turns into a being of green energy. Which slowly but surely takes out Overhaul. And Izuku then goes to the ground for the last time. As Denki looks at Izuku and says, Midoriya, no! No, why did you do it? You know that if you did, that you will die. Izuku just said, I already found my successor, Denki. You. Now it's your turn to become your own master. As Izuku literally fades away. And that's it. That is the end of What If Deku Was a Ninja. I know this is very weird, but don't worry. I'll come up with something extremely good for the next What If that I do, which will be around November. If I live that long, this stupid year. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, boom, slap that like button across the face. Thank you so very much for your support. Oh, God. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Laters.